The world does want to hear Mr. Evans. The world wants to hear all of them.
Alrighty, Josh interview, take one.
My name is Joshua David Evans. I'm 39.
Joshua, we have a lot to talk about.
I mean, Johnny is well and truly getting his wish. Johnny has got his wish served to him on a golden spoon. Soon, I'm not really sure when it's going to be, we're going to have Josh's retelling of the events on the future Sweep documentary, and I am all for it. I can't wait to actually be able to hear the other side of the story. I mean, I don't even think, this is my own thoughts and feelings, I don't even think there was ever a story, really, to be honest, revolving around Josh, as in the way that Johnny tried painting him as. I feel after watching the documentary, upon kind of looking into everyone else is saying about it and just really trying to like close my eyes and take in what is actually being said.
He actively chose to remain in this relationship.
Bro, you can't. That's like such a crazy take.
I know.
That's really weird that he would even like think that you could say that.
I do well and truly think that Johnny is really just having his guns out for Josh, and there's nothing to really back up as to why. I said it in my last video about this. I really do believe that in all of this, Josh is well and truly the victim of just Johnny being almost infatuated with him, or was at a certain time. And it's an extremely strange dynamic. In this case, it really is just proving that Josh seems to carry a huge weight on his shoulders in regards to the divorce with Colleen, exactly what happened in the marriage, of which we're hopefully going to be finding out a little bit about. And you know, and now this, I mean, he was targeted by Colleen's fans. He was then targeted by everyone all over again when Johnny started coming out with these accusations, which didn't bear a lot of weight anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Why did you enter a marriage that was so toxic if you knew it was so bad?
Bro,
you must have
what?
wanted something out of it,
Bro.
and it bit you in the ass. He f***ed around and found out, and
What?
Bro, I don't.
You did not just say that.
Now, I'm bringing this up again because Joshua has actually posted a series of tweets following the Swoop documentary in which a lot of people are now trying to reach out to him. He is actually detailing the fact that he is honestly scared of what they are going to do to him. And by they, I'm assuming he means Colleen, but then also maybe Johnny, maybe the team of people that surround Colleen. Joshua, just based off of reading his tweets, he speaks quite cryptically sometimes about who kind of they are. And I think in this context, it is very much Colleen, her team, like publicists and all of that. But then there's also got to be Johnny as well, because Johnny has gone out of his way. As people were trying to point out, he was like, what was it, like the devil in Colleen's shadows? That was something was alluding to that. If I was Josh, I would be absolutely terrified, because you have to remember he was ruined when him and Colleen broke up originally, when they then got their divorce and all of her fans were coming after him.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So Josh wrote, I know the truth is coming out and it shows me in a better light than the last 8 years. But still, I'm used to the worst always happening. I'm used to people mocking me, my pain, or never considering how things are affecting me. It all feels surreal right now. I feel so low. He then follows it up with these posts in the comment section. I am afraid of what they'll do. She's so calculating and can ruin me all over again. Being out on camera was so hard for me to do. I'm incredibly anxious about it all, but proud that I stuck to my guns, trying to build some confidence. And the thing is that he's not only got to worry about Colleen getting up to all this mischief, it's actually her little like minions in her shadow, little devil in their shadow, i.e. Johnny Silvestri, and supposedly, you know, people that are still rooting for Johnny will probably try and take down Josh. This is just my own understanding. The internet is a battleground when this kind of thing happens, when sides are split. I still find it absolutely just bonkers how we went from Colleen being inappropriate with children online, the main issue at hand, but it's now come off with other characters within her circle, i.e. Johnny, Johnny's friend. You know, it's probably loads more that we're just not aware of, doing similar things. People such as Corey DeSoto has been accused of being inappropriate. I haven't been following that story too closely, I won't lie. I'm not very familiar with his character in general, but I do know that there's some shady antics going on there, and it just makes you question just who else in this circle is doing similar things. Honestly, this whole story has just taken a weird turn for the absolute worst when you realise that the people who were accusing Colleen of doing things are guilty themselves. This whole thing, he was just out for internet sensationalism. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is with Josh, when he's saying this, when he's saying of what they'll do to me, I've no doubt that they will completely try and tank whatever he's choosing to do with his career right now. It's like what Johnny tried to do to him. I have no doubt in my mind that this is kind of what her team are going to be working around the scenes. And I'm just hoping that people are able to stand around and put a stop to it. In a response to someone asking, have you been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder? Joshua said, yes, I've been tested back when Colleen manipulated me every day saying I was bipolar for being upset at her disrespect and blatant disregard for our marriage. I was tested. They said I was suffering from anxiety, severe depression due to the way I was being treated by her. And this is incredibly sad and unfortunately quite common in many relationships who suffer from domestic abuse. Domestic abuse is not always physical. There are many different elements to it that are nowadays actually being treated on par with physical abuse, such as, financial abuse, and then you then have coercive abuse as well. And there's loads of different elements to it that really do mess up your own view of yourself and mess up your own perception of the world, make you feel like you are lesser than, make you feel like you are the problem, make you feel like you're the one who has all of these different personality disorders or whatever it is, which I'm not saying having personality disorders is wrong. I'm saying that if you are basically being tricked and told that you have this, you have that, you are the problem, if you're being told that, you almost start to feel like you're going mad. And that is a real horrible thing to have to happen to you, and sadly it does happen quite a lot. And just based off of what I've been reading of what he said, that sounds quite similar to what he had. I will also point this out when he's saying the bit at the end about the marriage. He went on and he said, a disrespect and blatant disregard for our marriage. Where the hell is that respect and regard for the marriage when the marriage is over and you decide to weaponize all of your fans, your millions of fans around the world, to attack a singular person just because you guys broke up? Where is the respect for the marriage? If you really look back on it and you think back to them getting divorced and everyone coming after Josh having to literally leave the internet and work on his own mental sanity, getting sober and all of this kind of stuff, if you really think about it, she must have really had absolutely no respect, because she was weaponizing everyone to go and attack him, and he felt at his lowest point, and then it's just happened again. I do hope, to kind of summarize what I'm trying to say, I do hope that Josh manages to find a way back to the internet for him to be able to tell his side of the story. I know he's going to be doing his Swoop documentary. If he feels like he still wants to be a part of social media, which I'm not even sure if he does or not, then he should be able to, without having the fear of her fandom coming. I mean, whatever fandom she has left, but I am well aware Colleen still has a very big fan base. I have absolutely no idea why. And of course, Johnny is nowhere to be seen. I think it's so laughable how he's now getting called out. So he's doing a Colleen Ballinger. He's just disappeared off the internet. Johnny Hugh, he's just completely gone, which is so funny because I swear he was banging on about the fact that Colleen should just stand up and own up to what she's done. Yet she is literally... she's yeeted off the internet. She's gone. She's so far gone. She's ran away with a little ukulele. She gone. And so is Johnny. I reckon they're both just hiding together with their little ukuleles. Maybe they should both team up together and make another ukulele song. They should do a little duet. let's just like old times. And quickly, just before we end, so swoop has actually been added to Urban Dictionary, where it says got swooped when you effed up so bad that YouTuber Swoop would make a multi-hour long expose video dedicated to detailing your demise. The man made false accusations, doctored evidence, cosplayed a victim, victim blamed real victims, and then admitted he was inappropriately in group chats with minors was the moment he got swooped. And I just want to say, this is absolute genius. Anyway, that's pretty much all I need to say. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.